attached to that name. Casey asked Sarah who she's considering next to vote, and she said Kieran. To vote out, I suppose, or nominate. Sophie counted 963 lights.
Wow.
We didn't actually find out if it was right.
No, I was just thinking that. I would like to have known if she actually did count right.
Doubtful. I would like to know how off she was. The fact is, none of those other tasks matter because it's only Kieran and Matt having nice food that counts it and keeping it secret. In the second shift, Dan and Chad had to
get buttons out of manure. That is gross. I wouldn't like to do that. They didn't even have gloves.
Didn't they?
No.
Oh, your hands would stink.
And in coronavirus, I don't know, something don't seem right about that. I hate to be a Taryn,
I don't think you can get coronavirus out of horse shit.
Oh, you never know. The horses might have it. They have that, I nearly said mad cow disease. They didn't have that. What did they have?
Yeah.
In the food.
Oh,
horse meat in the food, in the crispy pancakes.
because they were eating their own meat. That's why.
Oh no, that was the mad cow disease.
And the same for horses, no?
Oh, that mad cow disease is bad. What happens to you?
To a human?
Yeah.
We can get it as well.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Do you not remember that?
What
You were probably a bit too young.
No, I remember because they wouldn't let me walk in the fields.
Yeah.
Where I lived.
That stuff is bad.
What's it do to the people?
Oh, they go fucking nuts.
You go a bit mad,
and then you
don't
die. Yeah, it's awful. It's fucking. Don't even.
Did I just say you go a bit mad?
You go entirely mad, and then you die. Awful things happen, and you die.
How do you get it? By eating
those burgers that the cows had been eating beef. Because it was.
You would
cheap.
never know about the meat from a supermarket.
And it's so random. Like the people who got it, we could easily have got it as kids because it was people our age. It's completely fucked.
Sophie had to clean and polish shoes, which she said she thought had shit on them. Could have been the manure on them, to be fair.
She was going, I'm not a princess, when she was polishing them. Sophie was very determined in this task.
She was doing the mind thing.
I liked Sophie in this mode.
Yes, me too. And Kieran and Matt in this section had
bloody more pampering.
Spa products, wasn't it?
I noticed
face masks.
Those face masks were from Primark.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because the face wipe. Look.
Budget is tight.
They had these face wipes.
Gently does it,
yeah.
They?
Well, not those exact ones, but it's the same branding.
Okay. Oh, and Casey and Sarah were peeling prawns in this one. You wouldn't.
I couldn't be doing with that. I hate those prawns. I don't want to be that person.
What?
Actually, when someone ate them and they didn't just get thrown away, and now I'm that person saying that.
You're saying you hope they did?
I hope they
a
did get you. Yeah, because those are actual animals. I hope they died for a reason.
Of tiny lives.
Yeah, I hope they died for a reason.
They got to be on TV. A lot of people would die for that.
Next.
Big Brother says, as you can see, Daniel, the more you complain, the worse the tasks will get.
That's not true.
But there was not another one coming.
Yeah. Stupid.
Sophie thinks she's cleaning shit off the shoes. So Casey and Sarah were doing this describe yourself in 3 words.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we should do this.
Do you know what? Do you know what? Jack says this to me all the time. What? Describe this person in 3 words. Describe this person. And recently, when we were talking about you, Jack said to me, describe Gaz in 3 words.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear the 3 words we said? I'm sure you do.
Did you have different words?
I'm going to be honest. No, I think I said them. The first one I said was arrogant. And actually, this might have been a joint one. I'm not sure. Yeah. I think Jack said this one. Self-assured. I don't know if that counts as one word or two. He said he's very, very self-assured, which is true, and that's actually a nice way of saying arrogant. And my third one was kind. Because you are kind. You can be very kind. People don't know that about you, but you can be. That's what he said. And then we were talking actually in quite some depth about how self-assured you are and how that's a quality that we don't have and that is very admirable. And I said, God, you should see him when we're actually at the Big Brother house and he's just fucking running around like a maniac and you can tell everyone is just like, shit, we're just not like that.
But that's a different Gaz.
No, it is different.
That's like Gaz times 100.
It is, but you are very just shellfish.
There's a title in it.
The prawns again. I feel like you know yourself very well and you don't, nothing could threaten. If someone said to you, "Oh, you're this," or "Why do you do that?" You wouldn't give 2 fucks.
No,
you'd just be like, "I am what I am, so you can fuck off."
Probably, but then I also think there's a side that you don't see, which is actually
I see.
very anxious.
Yeah, no, I've seen that side of you many times. I have
actually.
seen that side, but there's a side that the listeners may not see, that you get anxious about things.
Yeah.
But I don't think that stops you being self-assured. I think that's a separate thing. I think you can still be very, very self-assured and you can still get anxious about things, because being anxious isn't a personality trait and being self-assured is. You know what I mean? Being anxious is just a state of mind.
Yeah, it is, and that's the problem with it half the time.
I think that's why I can't sleep. I really do. I'm so anxious about everything at the moment.
I've got a bit of it too.
I'm just being out of that routine and just not really walking around enough.
Not walking around enough.
You know, not using up energy.
Sedentary lifestyle.
Yeah, just sitting on my arse, basically.
Did Jack have different words for me? Or was that these are your words?
I can't remember because it's a bit off my head at the time, to be honest.
Selfish.
But this was when we were talking. No, I don't think we did say that actually, because we were in quite a happy state of mind. and this was when we were talking about you being funny as well. I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you've been quite funny.
I should have thought about what my 3 words to describe you would be.
Actually, that funny though, in retrospect. I feel like I've been too nice to you. Yeah, you should have thought of mine. Now you've got to think on the spot. You've got to make them nice,
Yours,
like mine
were. But this is not a word.
Oh, what the fuck is it then?
What's the word for like committed to your beliefs?
Passionate.
Passionate. Intelligent.
Oh, I like that one. I think I'm quite dumb, to be honest.
What? You think you're
Especially
dumb?
these days. I think I'm getting stupider by the minute.
Emotional.
Oh, I am very emotional.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I don't want that to be one of my words.
Do you not?
No.
But you really are.
But I don't think that's a positive. Do you?
I don't think it's a negative. People associate being emotional with being negative, but I don't think it is.
Passionate and emotional are also too similar.
Okay, quite similar. A different one. Funny.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, you're right, actually, because passion leads to emotion.
Yeah,
like sometimes you become angry because you feel strongly about something, or you will be like upset because you feel strongly about something as well, and they do come with passion. Both of those things.
I can be very, very angry, and I do often think, ironically, going back to the domestic violence thing, if I was a guy, would I be more aggressive? Because I'd have more testosterone.
Instinctive, like fight back.
And both my brothers are aggressive. My dad's aggressive. I'm aggressive in the way that I talk, but I don't fight. I used to fight when I was a teenager, but I don't fight anymore.
Did you?
Yeah, I used
physically.
Yeah, I used to get in loads of fights as a teenager. I've told you this on the podcast before. Yeah, I had my head split open. That's how it glued back together because I had a fight.
I didn't know that.
And police came around my house because I grabbed the girl who split my head open. I saw her in town, and she didn't see me. I went up behind her and grabbed her by the head and pulled on the floor and was kicking her.
Jesus!
And the police come around my house. I was only 15, so I couldn't do anything.
Wow.
You've been to Northampton, right? Anyway.
Yeah, well, I've never seen anything like that. I always think the people from Northampton are nicer.
Oh, they're not. But anyway, as soon as I started taking ecstasy, I never got in another fight ever again.
Oh,
but it does make me think. Like, I do have those tendencies, and I do like getting in an argument. There's no doubt about that, both online and also like just on the train and in my car. Like, I do enjoy arguing.
Confrontational might be a word.
Yeah,
actually.
but I don't want to be that.
Do you know what else is another word for you?
Oh, no.
And there's too many. It's too many words. But pessimistic.
Oh,
you are always built to expect the worst.
What about cynical?
Cynical, yeah.
Yeah. No, actually pessimistic is probably truer. Oh, that's so true. I am like that.
Well, I'm obviously... I have tendencies to sort of expect the unexpected. I will always go to the worst case scenario about many things, but like I feel like with us, you will often jump to like
the worst.
Okay, I've lost I'm going to lose my job.
Catastrophizing,
and like this is catastrophizing, and I'm always like, no, it doesn't mean this, and I feel like that's like shouting to him a bit, saying it to you because like. I don't know if me saying those things helps you feel better.
No, it does. But do you actually believe...
Yes. See, this is another thing. In your head, you're like, he's just saying that because to make me feel better. He doesn't believe it.
No, I'm just wondering if you do you feel that you're a naturally optimistic sort of person?
I used to. I feel like as I'm older, I'm more predisposed to...
Oh, shit. I might be rubbing off on you.
Worst case scenario. I don't know.
Is that the anxiety, though? Because that could be a thing that... If you weren't feeling anxious anymore, you wouldn't feel like that anymore. Yeah,
being anxious makes it worse, obviously, and a lot of stuff is probably learnt behaviour from whatever you've been through before, but like I would always catastrophise that I was the source of a problem in a relationship or whatever.
I remember that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Or like if I I've done this and this is going to result in this person thinking or feeling this.
Yeah.
And I've learnt to believe that actually stop believing that it's always my fault. But even sometimes now I still do it.
Nothing can ever be always your fault. Can it?
No, I suppose not.
But yeah, your mind plays tricks on you, doesn't it? It's horrible. It's like the coping mechanisms that your mind puts into place can be the very things that sabotage you. Oh my God, I am intelligent. It's true though.
Yeah, and I also think that some of the stuff that we learn and some of the fears that we sort of pick up as we get older, it's just because you learn from past experience and you put up a wall to protect yourself from some damage or whatever's happened to you in the past.
Yeah, that's true. Do you know what? This is a really frivolous, silly thing, but you know Jack's scared of flies?
Yeah.
And because he keeps reacting every time, you know, we see a fly, there's a fly on TV or there's a fly in the room, he reacts so viscerally to it.
Yeah.
It started to make me feel like I'm scared of flies. And I'm not scared of flies at all. And I'm like, I don't want this shit rubbing off on... I don't want this rubbing off on me. I couldn't give two fucks about flies. But now when I see a fly, I'm like, because I know he's going to be worried about it. I start getting worried about it. I'm like, I don't want that. I got my own problems. I don't need to be catching these fears, eating problems, fly. I just don't need it. I've got my own issues. So you have to be careful.
It's like they say that the only reason anyone's like scared of spiders is if you learn it from your parents.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
It's a completely irrational fear.
Yeah, that's
what... And I know that my mum was scared of them, and I'm scared of them, but my dad wasn't.
Yeah.
So why...
Because the scaring thing
reaction
is the reaction. Yeah, that's the one that you saw your mum going, ooh.
Yeah.
And that's the one that you remember.
Yeah.
Isn't it? The horrible one.
And I don't think I will ever overcome that fear. And actually, to be honest with you, I don't want to. Because overcoming the fear means holding the spider and...
It's a innate thing. That's why I don't think Jack being scared of flies is stupid, because everyone has got something like that.
Yeah.
And it's completely irrational. And that
Like, for example... Danny and Bubble.
Yeah. And what was some of the stupid one?
Daniel and Pigeons.
Grating cheese.
Yeah.
It must have been
Scaling a fish.
Awful incident with the cheese grating back in the day. But yeah, I never ever take the piss out of people's fears, because they come from, I do think they come from childhood, but now I'm picking up this one about flies. I don't want it.
They do, but what I think is sad is like you become more fearful as you go through life, just from experience, and it's a shame that you can't get less fearful, more fearless.
Maybe you can.
Maybe you can.
I don't know how though. Jump out of a plane, maybe.
No thanks.
No, me either.
Can we have a break?
Yeah, let's have a break.
A toilet break.
Oh, we've had a bit of a deep.
We did go deep
chat
there.
there.
Deep then, based off of Casey and Sarah talking about.
Describe yourself with 3 words.
Yeah, we didn't even get to what theirs are.
Honestly, Jack loves doing that. He does it about everything, and it does mine in, to be honest. It's annoying. Right, let's pause. Right,
we're back.
Let's finish this fucking
We've got a drink.
Podcast. Yeah, we're actually having an alcohol. This is why our podcast's been so shit. We haven't been drinking. We haven't been drinking. We need to get. Was it the first BB Australia one? We were absolutely fucked at the end. That was probably the best one.
We did drink a couple of times ago when I tried that.
Yeah, but we weren't drunk.
Now.
We were just drinking these shitty little.
Oh yeah, the first one we were hammered. I was speaking like on slow motion, like I was being rewound by Big Brother by the end.
You can't get drunk on these little premix drinks. You know, no matter what they'll tell you on BB UK. You can't. They don't do nothing.
Anyway, the describing yourself in 3 words thing. Oh, by the way, one that I should put for you is
you've done like 10 for me.
Articulate.
Oh,
that's one. Maybe that's better than intelligent.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm articulate.
More than I am.
People wouldn't.
Half the time I'm like, what's that word? Like, I can't fucking get it out.
Yeah, but I don't think people would think that listen to this. But thank you. I appreciate that.
Sarah was described by Casey as bubbly, positive, and determined. I think this was the schmoozing.
We know what bubbly means.
Fat.
Yeah.
Casey said she was going to use determined for herself. Right, okay. Maybe Sarah described herself as bubbly, positive, and determined, and Casey was like, I was going to call you determined as well.
No.
Which I thought was interesting psychological behaviour.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, like, oh, she said that.
Schmoozing. It's the schmoozing in action.
Yeah.
No person would describe themselves as bubbly, because everyone knows what that means.
Yeah,
people have called me bubbly before. I'm just like, don't even fucking try
really? Because you're not.
That is
you're not bubbly.
Microaggression.
Oh, yeah.
What's the white version of a microaggression?
Slight on your character.
Someone being a bitch.
Sarah said, "You're to Casey, humble. You're humble. You're very humble." Casey's very humble, apparently. rough.
Well, rough. Yeah, rough as arseholes.
Chad tries to get into Matt and Kira's pamper room at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Chad was trying to get them with the manure hands, and
That was
Matt was
weird.
holding the door. I was a bit nervous at that point.